Hello and welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I'm Agam Akil. Well, the Nifty has snapped its 3-day gaining streak with a decline of as much as 0.5%. The Nifty currently ending at around 10,808, and that for some can be considered as positive, considering we're ending over the 10,800 mark. In terms of gainers, we have Lupin and Sun Pharma along with Cipla from the Pharma pack, along with Dr. Reddy's lending strength once again, and HCL Technologies leading the gains when it comes to the IT sector. On the losing end, we have weakness in Tech Mahindra, Adani Ports, and Tata Consultancy Services now declines by as much as 2%. In the broader markets, when it comes to the Nifty 500, we have weakness in Jagran Prakashan, that's down 6.3%. Followed by Sri Renuka Sugars. Oberoi Realty, which is going in for a QIP, it's down by as much as 4%. Eris Life Sciences also down by just the same amount. Indian tourism development has moved up quite substantially. It's locked in upper circuit of 20%. BGR Energy Systems looking at a little bit of a U-turn after the weakness that we saw in the previous few sessions. Reliance Home Finance, MMTC and Unitech among some others in the mid-cap space, which are moving upwards. That said, let's bring in a perspective. We have Neeraj Shah joining us to give us an idea about what's really going on in the markets. Neeraj, we did see some weakness seeping in the benchmark indices, but a lot of strength coming in some of those select mid-cap names.
Yeah, so the mid-caps and the small caps actually bounced back a little bit from the lows of the day, which is why you had the market breadth closing in towards the close of trade, which was maybe actually a good sign. The world markets are flattish too, nothing too untoward. So the reaction to the Fed hasn't been too dramatic. I mean, at least the higher number of rates hasn't been too dramatic by any stretch of imagination. Quiet day, just like any other day, really, to be honest. The difference that happened today is that your space gave way. IT was certainly under pressure today.
Right.
One would probably see something like this happen to pharma at some point of time as well, because it's just becoming an unabated rally. So
right.
Only question how much longer. But thankfully, pharma doesn't really matter too much to the index move.
Right.
Banks are supporting, and banks were up in today's session as well. Save for ICICI Bank, your HDFC, Kotak, etc., all doing okay. So the Nifty Bank didn't do all that poorly. The broad amount of activity was reasonably decent. One just hopes that that continues. But frankly, in the immediate term, I mean, the ECB decision may have a little bit of impact on those markets. But otherwise, don't see too much really in terms of macro cues impacting our markets. So let's wait and watch. Maybe wait for the next earnings season.
Absolutely. Let's wait and watch. Thank you, Neeraj,
Thanks, Agam,
for joining us. But what does it mean for the levels that we need to watch out for in Indian markets and the Nifty specifically? This is what our technicals analysts have to say.
Buying 26,500 call option of one lot and simultaneously selling two lots of 27,200 call option of Bank Nifty of 28th June expiry. Now in this strategy, the total premium outflow would be around 179. We are recommending keeping a stop loss of 59 for this strategy, and as Bank Nifty futures moves towards 27,000, this strategy would expand all the way towards 400 to 450 levels. So we are quite positive, but we are expecting hurdle around 27,200, 300. So till the time we are quite positive.
It is consolidating between 10,770, which is today's low, and around 10,830, 850. So it is difficult to take a position in between somewhere. So it's better to wait at both extremes and either go short near 10,850 or go long near 10,770.
Okay, shifting focus to stocks. So, well, one stock, of course, stands out, Infosys, and it has completed 25 years as being listed on the stock exchanges. But going from one very old stock to another, Reliance Industries, perhaps listed for a much longer time. We have Somit Sarkar, who's joining us to tell us why and what are the reasons that have led to it hitting a lifetime high. Somit?
So if you see year to date for the first 5 months of 2018, Reliance Industries share prices were literally flat, and this move we have seen recently in the month of June. It's up around 9.5% specifically in the month of June, and there are multiple reasons for this. First is the higher crude prices and the weaker rupee. Now this is benefiting the company. It's improving the economics of the ethane imports and the petcoke gasification plant of the company, and because of this, brokerages are expecting the company's gross refining margin to be high by around $2 per barrel going forward. So this is one benefit that the company is getting. Along with this, the company's new schemes that the company brought in to counter Bharti Airtel's plan without even diluting their average revenue per user shows that the company's aim is to gain customers in the market, which is very positive for Reliance Jio, because that's what is going to give company more revenue going forward. Along with this, the brokerages are also waiting for two important launches that are expected in the financial year 2019, that is the fiber to home launch and the enterprise business segment launch. So these are the factors that could be the reasons because of the stock gaining in the month of June and touching its new lifetime high.
Well, one of the biggest stocks on the Nifty. Sumit, thanks for joining us and giving us an update on Reliance Industries. Of course, we're going to be watching out for that one because it's a big mover on the index. But shifting focus then to the, mid caps. We have a brokerage note coming in on Mindtree, and Mindtree on the back of that has declined in today's day of trade. We have Yash Upadhyay joining us to give us an idea about what the broking house is saying.
So Agam, IT as a pack today was weak, and shares of Mindtree, they had snapped as much as 4%, their highest intraday fall in over 2 months. Now this comes on the back of a Citi report wherein they have downgraded their rating on the stock from neutral to sell and have revised the target price to 970 rupees, which is 2.5% lower from its today's closing price as well. Now they believe that their over dependence on one of their top clients, which contributes to almost 18% of their overall revenues according to their Q4 results, is a key risk going forward. And when it comes to valuations, the stock is trading at multi-year highs and commands a significant premium as compared to the industry, which they believe is something that is not justifiable. In view of this, they have downgraded the rating on the stock, and that is why we saw the big downtake in today's day of trade.
Well, right, that's right, Yash. Thanks for joining us and giving us those updates on Mindtree. Of course, Mindtree is one of those mid-cap IT counters which have had a stellar run on a year-to-date basis and perhaps are ripe for some amount of correction. But with that, it's a wrap on the markets. But lots more lined up, so stay tuned into Bloomberg Quint and we'll keep bringing you more.